Go for it.
Child. Do you like that or no? It's like gross.
It's water.
But there's no.
There's like a hint. That's like being fucking.
Speaking of the mic. Speaking of the microphone. What do you think about that hint water?
It says a hint. That's being modest.
Even a hint is being modest. Good God.
I'm sorry, man. I thought it was even better than that.
It's all your fucking fault.
I didn't want you to drink bad stuff, Trey.
Did you just send us something?
Oh, yeah, I sent it to everyone.
Why?
This poor Trey.
He looks like he looks like a fucking mannequin. He looks like a mannequin.
He has no muscle tone at all.
He looks like a mannequin.
That's hilarious. I wonder if
Like,
they
I think it's the dead eyes.
Dude, he definitely put something in his drawers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did they beef up that little baby
beefed that shit
package?
up, yeah.
Oh, he's black. I mean,
Nah, dude. There's like
well, you heard it here, folks.
like low hanging fruit in those fucking things.
Yeah,
It's like those fucking drawers are.
Am I coming in hot?
That was so sexual.
Is that hot?
I pictured R. Kelly singing that. Yeah, you're coming in hot, man. We're all coming in hot. Steve?
Girl outside the window,
Coming in hot.
choosing
That's not the one who-
something to drink.
No, that's not. I thought it was like, is that the same girl that
Look through the window, girl. You choosing something to drink. It better not be hint or peach.
She's definitely hearing you. She's like, come in here. Shut the fuck up.
Nigga, who the fuck you talking
Exactly.
Fucking putting hands on all of us.
We'd have a first
What
like,
I do? I didn't do
mid-broadcast
anything.
fight.
Joe skinny ass. That's why I farted.
Oh, because she'd leap the table, and then we have to be like, well, this is our boy, so we got to put the hands
So we
on
gotta
her.
fucking soften her up a little bit.
She gonna get leap and get choked out.
Mesh with the boy. No. Yeah,
Hey, welcome to the podcast.
Oh yeah, welcome to the podcast, y'all. Welcome to the Mystery Children podcast. This is episode 39.
39.
What are we
Killing
gonna
it
do
right
for
now,
40?
the game.
I'm Steve.
Oh, I'm P.
What are we gonna do for 40?
That's what are we going to do for 40?
Trey
What are we going
songs.
to do for 40?
I don't know.
Are we going to... Someone's going to kiss.
all right. Okay. Whoever.
Steve really liked that idea. It's about time.
Yeah.
Oh
my
We're
God.
almost on episode. You know what? The big 40 we'll worry about. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But today is still a monumental one because we are rolling hot. We're cooking with oil and such.
Yeah, dude. We put out 2
polio?
episodes last week.
Yeah, we did.
Hey.
Not butter, oil. Yeah, we're cooking, man. We're cooking.
I mean, we didn't
polio.
officially do that because you were late in putting one up, but you know.
No, shut the fuck up. But yeah, I was. And it caught up. But anyways, we're here today. We're live.
We got our dancing shoes on.
Got our dancing shoes on.
Let's do this.
How's it going, married Steve?
Same.
You have a little cough? You have a little cough going on? I don't think orangina is good for a cough, but...
Yeah, you know, orangina.
The giant's getting me.
Is it getting you? It's got you.
No. Yeah, I think just from rolling, I'm getting over.
Where's your ring?
You know, infidelity. That's what we wanted to talk to you about today, Steve.
I'm still getting used to wearing it, so I forget it
believe you.
a lot.
I believe you, but I think it's written in somewhere
That's
in the
what
law
Kobe,
when you
that's
get
what
married.
Kobe said the first time.
Yeah, that is what he said. But you have to wear your ring at all times.
At all times,
24/7. It doesn't matter if you work in a machine shop.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you work around large magnets. If you
Yeah.
have a metal one,
You just have to wear it all the time.
You have to wear it all the time.
A
or
machine
else
shop we
You're a
fucked
cheater.
up.
You're a cheater. You'd lose 3 fingers.
It wasn't worth it.
I'm frequently wearing it more and more, which is nice.
It's a nice ring, too, by the way. It's a really nice ring. I like
Thanks.
it.
Thank you.
It's dope.
Thanks. I'm still getting used to wearing jewelry.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
Feels a little, feels a little different.
Feels a little, different. You know what? I think
tethered.
to balance it out, I'm going to get more rings and wear them on other fingers.
You just turn into a full-blown fop. Just
Yeah.
being real
I don't even know what that
dandy-ish.
means. What the fuck does that
Being
mean?
real dandy-ish.
Yeah. Unbutton my shirt,
Elegant
get some
corsets.
chains.
Yes.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's good, man. Is that
Yeah.
marriage life good, though?
Same as flamboyant?
Kind of, yeah. It goes beyond flamboyant, I think. But
Oh, okay.
Those
It's like this
English-
Prince photo he just sent us.
That one's pretty...
That is Trey's screensaver now.
Oh, fuck it.
You know what?
I should do that shit just
That'd
to
be
watch
hilarious.
people's faces when I
You when
Turn
when
my phone
Turn
on.
your phone on.
You know
It's just fucking,
Fucking
Prince
knew
on a
it.
cod piece.
Yeah.
I fucking
No.
knew it. I knew Trey.
He sent us
Yeah, I
an
knew
erotic
that
photo of the late Prince, and
Yeah. It's a shame. It's a shame that.
suffice to
that
say the man is packing.
Yeah.
You can tell he threw down some heat. He was a tiny man.
Why
but
is there a
very
crucifix
well
in his shower? You noticed that, did you?
No, I didn't really examine it that much, but I'll take a look.
Who the fuck
You were zooming around in the wiener. You didn't look up in the corner.
Yeah, I didn't. I zoomed in on that. Whatever's going on in this fucking cod piece down there. It looks super
is best
fake.
described as
You
a
see that
cod piece.
It looks like he put a grapefruit in his fucking pants, and they're struggling. Yeah, there's a
crucifix in the
in the shower. Interesting
So
choice.
Jesus can watch you masturbate.
Strange.
Yeah, it is pretty strange. But
Hey, dude, that
yeah.
that little like Benji dog down at the bottom right, is that a part of
So
the photo, or is that?
So somebody did a story and they zoomed in on this.
Oh,
and
it's follow us. Okay,
yeah.
okay, okay.
I screenshotted that shit.
Okay.
It's not really mine. I would never, Trey.
I would never.
How's the week going, guys?
It's going. It's
Yeah.
going. Work is
That's cool. Whatever.
work is insanity.
Fucking
but it's
work.
yeah, I know, right? Working.
Fuck work.
I wholeheartedly agree with you. What a dumb man's game. Working. Those homeless guys, they got it all.
They know what they're
They
doing.
got it all.
Yeah.
We need to go to Yoel Romero route, like
Tainted supplements.
Take the supplement and get like
super
42
fucking
million.
swole. Fucking
Yeah.
get swalled out.
Nah, fuck
Yam
the
on
swole
people.
part.
It's crazy that
I just want to get a settlement of 42 million.
that dude.
Win first in the Olympics in my super heavyweight division.
I hope he comes into his next fight and he's just like, I don't want to do this shit. He just starts throwing money at his opponent.
Yeah, he knocks
Fuck
him out
outta
with all
here.
the fucking wads of cash. He's
Fuck
like,
out of
Just
here.
throws a knot in his face. Yeah. He.
Fuck you, Dana White.
I'm surprised. I'm not surprised that he won, but I'm not surprised that they thought that he was fucking doing a thing because that dude's ripped as fuck, right?
I've heard he's always been like that, though.
Yeah,
he
like,
came out.
they
He came
did-
out of the
he
womb with
came
a
out of the
fucking
womb,
six pack.
Yeah, I mean, and then steroids just enhances that, and it also like I'm sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
PJ's not convinced. He's
Yeah.
like, nah, there's still steroids in
it's
there.
still steroids in
That
there.
dude's cycling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
I mean, he's an older guy too, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's like 47.
That's the
No,
guy where
he's not 47.
No,
but he's in his 40s.
yeah, he's an old dude.
Fucking
He's an older guy.
looks good.
No, he looks fantastic.
That dude's
amazing.
fucking a superhero
Yeah,
body.
yeah.
just a
Crazy.
But I mean,
Seriously.
he is Cuban, so that's like
Yeah.
straight up slave
He's got the
ancestry.
slave blood.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He probably has the
Lucky.
cock to prove it as well.
Dude, that would suck, man.
Yeah, maybe.
You think
That would
his
suck.
cock is like
That's the guy who you.
huge and veiny and shit?
You
Like, you're
insert-
like that cock is
yeah.
definitely on steroids.
Oh yeah,
Like the tip has veins.
it's fucking sweating.
All right.
22 veins.
You know what's fucking weird is yesterday I was stretching. I got to class so early and I was the only one there.
Did you stretch like that meme that you showed me, that you sent me?
Wait, which one did I
It's
send
like,
you?
don't you hate when the guy's in bed and he's,
Oh yeah. It's like
it's a stick man like folding into himself in the last diagram. The guy's got his whole fucking long ass dick down his own throat. I was like, so stupid. So
yeah.
dumb. Sorry.
It's very close. It's very
Yeah,
close to
sorry.
that.
You got your stretch on going.
So I was like just stretching, and this is really stupid to bring up, but that was hilarious. And I look at my right foot, and there's like significant bulge in the right as opposed to the left, right? And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what the fuck? I was like, what's wrong with this thing? And I kind of like
You said
curled-
your right foot.
right foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I kind of like curl my toes back just a little bit to see like what's going on, dude. It's straight up like a muscle with. Like when bodybuilders, like, you can see individual fibers.
Oh, holy shit.
Yeah.
Just on my right foot, though, not my left. And I was like, God damn, look at the fucking...
You have definition on your feet?
And my
I was like, what
foot.
the fuck you doing with your foot?
Steve's in the new frontier,
jerking
man.
off dicks?
Nah,
with feet?
it's a...
Fucking bricks at home. with your toes?
It's my main it's my main hook. So I'm always hooking people's legs with that shit and butterfly. And that motherfucker developed quick, so now I got like... It's like if I only worked out one arm, dude, and I got this crazy bicep on one arm and the other one just
You
regular,
have to
dude.
get like special fucking shoes.
It's
to put
fucking-
your nasty malformed feet.
It's fucking weird. I was looking, I was like,
Your right foot just looks like a yam.
Fucking orthopedic.
dude, you know how like it has the bands, right? It looks fucking weird. It's right here.
Let's see.
Right here.
Oh my god, yeah.
You see that?
Yeah, I see that.
Fucking weird.
Hey.
I was like, God, you feel the...
It's either a really good muscle or like you pulled something.
No, it doesn't hurt. It's just fucking...
It looks like you rolled your ankle, but it's
Holy
gross.
shit.
Yeah, he's got like a little.
What the fuck?
That's fucking crazy, right?
It's almost like when you see those.
Steve, you might be dying.
Nah, man.
No, it's quite the opposite. He's
Ripping up. I'm
becoming-
a superhero.
Yeah, you remember when Goku had to go into Super
Okay.
Saiyan? You remember what his muscles did? That's just the start.
Yeah.
Okay,
And-
remember that when he dies.
no.
And it's literally the like cause of death. His foot.
Yeah.
Didn't you guys see his fucking horrible foot?
Didn't the miscellaneous black dude tell you he was going to die? I mean, we gave you all the signs.
Yeah, it's strange.
Yeah. That's what the Oracle
Foreshadowing.
foretold.
Yeah.
Oh, I have some thanks to bring up.
Oh,
Some thanks.
snap.
It's a whole bunch of shit.
I don't have shit,
for
so
you
you're going to have to
guys.
carry this.
Well, nothing interesting's happened to you so far this week or this past
Yes, he
couple
did.
days.
Just today, he got threatened with a knife.
Really? You got threatened?
He got
I didn't
threatened
get
with a knife.
but there was
It was threatened. Listen, if
That's
you were a
everyday
white
shit for
person,
Trey. Trey's like, that's not different.
Trey. You're from the hood.
no, there was a crazy dude.
Your shade of danger is different
Yeah,
than others.
yeah.
There was a crazy dude who had a fucking like knife strapped to his leg, like
Duct taped.
Yep. He had a knife strapped to his leg, like he was a fucking like superhero character, like like a
my
dude from a
God.
comic book. And it was a small kitchen knife, but it looked like it was.
You don't wanna
probably
get stabbed with
a
it.
small
Yeah,
a small
still
steak
would-
steak
still
knife.
hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a small steak
Oh, yeah,
knife.
you don't wanna get stabbed.
And I was telling PJ that right away. I looked the guy up and I didn't even know he had the knife, but I looked him up and down in that ghetto, like, okay,
Spidey sense
let's
went off.
kind of
Yeah, gauge
assess the
this shit,
situation.
yeah.
I was like, I looked at his hair. I was like, okay, good.
Yeah.
It was like danger. In my head, I was like danger. And right away, I was on guard. Like, okay, at any point,
He's gonna hit
this
me
could
with
pop
that.
off.
Yeah.
And this dude wasn't fully on this planet, so
Oh, yeah, I mean,
it could have gone
look,
off at any point.
It's super easy. All you gotta do is look at one, their hair or their shoes. Either you got
you're-
one
or
shoe,
lack thereof, yeah.
there. You either
Yeah.
have one
Yes.
shoe on, or the shoes are folded in the back. They're not all the way on, and they're fucking dirty as shit. If you see a crazy guy with fucking some crispy clean Jordans on, yeah, it's got an open mouth in the front. If you see a crazy guy with Jordans on, then be like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? He's probably on drugs or something. But
I was proud of myself that I still have that that radar in me. I was,
nah, dude, never goes away.
Got him.
Place-
See
the-
it.
That doesn't. the
never
place
goes
that you
away.
work, Trey, your radar is like getting plenty of.
Did you see?
workout.
Did you see what I
Plenty.
text PJ about diving on the floor without even knowing?
Yeah. Wait, did
Yeah,
I not
dude.
respond to that shit?
No. Well, you did respond to it. I was just, now I remember that you saw
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But yeah, dude, there was, they're popping firecrackers because
Yeah, yeah.
July 4th is coming up, and somebody popped that shit really close to the house, and the initial bundle sounded like
Legit,
gunshots,
yeah.
exactly like gunshots, and I didn't even think about it. I just remember waking up on the ground like, oh shit, my body went into survival mode.
But dude, remember when we were screening shirts and your back neighbor and your backyard neighbor, where the fuck? Remember that shit got shot up when we were screening shirts at like 3 a.m. We dropped. Do you
I
remember
don't
that?
remember
or
that,
not?
but maybe.
Dude,
Oh shit, I do.
yeah,
I do.
And then I was thinking a very ignorant thought at the same time. So I was like,
You're saying a lot of n words, huh? In your head.
I was like, God damn,
fucking
goddamn,
goddamn
no
peace.
I'm so used to Latino or like Mexican like drive-by shit.
yeah.
I was like, huh, black people do it too.
Oh,
That's.
nigga, we
I love you,
invented it.
Steve.
Yeah, no. But and I was like,
Well, I guess
Steve's a good
Italians probably invented it,
Good
right?
guy.
I was like, why would it was? And I was like, that was a stupid fucking thought.
Yeah.
Anyways, Trey passed me a shirt, and we just kept screaming.
Yeah, of
dude.
course. Yeah.
Yeah. We got up and we're like, let's keep it. I gotta fucking pay this rent.
Yeah, you know how I go.
Yeah. But yeah, that's.
I mean, and I'm pretty sure you go through these type of like dangerous situations every day, especially being on public transit.
Oh man, dude, you spot the fucking crazy people real quick. You have to. You're like, all right, that dude. I'm stuck in a tube with this dude, so
Yeah.
like I gotta know who's gonna pop off.
Of course, yeah. You have to assess your
So
surroundings.
I mean, 9 times out of 10, it's chill. You know what I mean? Especially in the morning, like there's
also,
just people trying to go to work.
Who you could kill in that whole thing too.
Yeah. I'm like, I
could
could
kill,
snap
could
that
kill,
person's neck.
You could already picture just like snapping it like a parakeet's neck.
And I did start looking around. I was like, what can I?
Yeah,
If he
defend-
starts swinging this shit, what can I?
Yeah. Fucking pick up
Hit him with the cash register.
fucking fire extinguisher.
Yeah,
Just fucking smash that
anything.
dude.
I would
Anything.
take products
Fuck yeah.
around you. Shit, fucking watches.
Yeah. What could you throw and he would chase it?
Well, hey, no, wait. You didn't even say the guy went in for. He literally just went in, like basically held hostage a bottle of water, and then he walked out.
Yeah.
Really put it to the fucking bottle, and he's like, "Don't fucking move."
No, he doesn't
this.
mean that. He just means that.
he's like-
I believe that the knife
Yeah.
was a waste that we wouldn't
You're gonna
say
say
anything
something.
to him. Yeah.
You're gonna be that guy to be like, "Hey, guy, you put that water away." And
Fuck it, take that. Here, I'll throw you another one
Yeah.
on the way out.
Yeah,
dude.
I'd be like, please, take two.
I do not care. Just fuck it.
But is it like feeding a stray cat?
They keep coming
Yeah,
back.
what will he come back for next? What won't you be willing to
Then
part
also
with?
I started to
He's
think
just taking
he has to-
DVDs off the wall. He's
Trey's
"These are mine,
virginity."
these are
That
mine."
shit was pretty. It was pretty.
that
It was
ass
pretty
young son,
tightly
take
strapped.
that.
It was
Yeah.
pretty tightly strapped to his leg. I started to think,
Leg was
boy,
purple.
he has to get to that shit first.
Gangrene. It's been there a minute.
What if I just duff his ass before he gets to it?
That's true.
That didn't work.
That's true.
Fucking hit that dude with the fire extinguisher. Like,
If you-
just straight up.
Take it out,
Nah,
start
that's too
chopping
awkward.
salad.
There's plenty of other things you could hit him with.
I'll
That would be
I'll
easier.
just break him in half with
too
the fire
awkward.
extinguisher. It doesn't have to be in the head.
No, I think I would throw the fire extinguisher to like knock him out or at least disable him. And there's so many things that you could hit him with.
But like,
yeah,
Luke-
it's not less awkward.
like Liu Kang jump kicked that fool.
Yeah, and you hit him with like 50 like
Gravity
non-gravity defying fucking kicks, bicycle kicks. Everyone would be in awe.
Oh my god!
that black guy.
Oh my god! They are really athletic.
They're all black.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm glad that nothing. Some days I'm gonna pop off.
We're grown-ups.
Yeah, and I'm glad your instincts are still sharpened.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Mob Deep is live.
He's
Yo.
like, that's a Gensu. I don't want to touch that dude.
So here's something really quick. I don't know. This is just something silly. But what do you guys? I saw a guy walking down the street. Like he looked like what's his name? The actor
Keanu
Woody
Reeves.
Harrelson.
Okay.
Woody Harrelson in Natural Born Killers. Bald with
Did
the
he have a
same stupid
basketball?
fucking glasses, but he was dressed like our fine arts teacher.
No.
The fucking like roby kind of shit. You know that like
shit! I know
muslin roby.
No, you
that
don't. You
muslin
don't even
colored
have
robe
to.
shit.
You don't even
Yeah.
have to explain that. I know
Fucking
exactly who you're talking
beatnik
about.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Anyway, just like him.
Just like
walking down the
Jesus.
street. Yeah, walking down the street, and he had a long ass cane and like swirling it like he's like, somebody try it. Somebody try it. But he wasn't crazy. What do you
probably
think
was a little
about? No, he wasn't. You could tell. Like he was there. He was really clean. Like he was clean. Like he was
yeah.
trying for that fucking
Mysterious,
Buddhist monk,
yeah.
beatnik, whatever the fuck he was going for.
Yeah.
But what do you think about a man having to walk down the street with this is an able-bodied man too, by the way. He's like maybe 35, white guy, bald head, having to carry a wooden stick around.
I know. I would have to safely. I can safely.
just as one man.
Yeah.
What
I
area?
could-
What area was this?
Just around this area.
I could easily say that he's probably not getting very much pussy. I could maybe. That's
Shit, yeah. You don't know that, dude.
that's true.
right.
Maybe there might be a chick out there.
There might be
super
a
into-
cane society, a cane and rope.
It wasn't a
society.
cane. It was just a long-ass stick, like
You know
a
what?
bow.
You know what it reminds me of though? It reminds me of when I used to do kung fu a long time ago. We'd always get these fucking weird dudes in there that were like. They were super into the mystic part of it, and like,
Yeah.
ooh, this, and I'm like, man, like that's not this class, like,
So he was like, "We need to kick ass. We only kick ass here."
Smash some fucking bricks.
But that's the thing about kung fu too. It's really weird is that you get a ton of those dudes.
Yeah.
you get like these weird
Of
dudes,
course, they're weirdos.
and they're like, "Oh man, I don't take my chi, focus it." I'm like,
Put my chi in USC.
right? I'm like, all right, man. But
But funny how you said essay because Steve was around a lot of essays.
No, it was just I was thinking of American Me. Go ahead, sorry.
but
I don't think he was talking about chi. But
I don't know. I would, if you're my friend and you were carrying a cane around
Yeah.
for no fucking reason at all, I'd be like,
Yeah, but like it's a little weird, right?
hey, you know, do you think you really need that, man?
Yeah.
Like, what's the purpose?
Yeah.
You know,
My thing was just like
Fight off
scared-
dogs?
Scared white guy. That's what I thought a little bit. I was just like,
but he was walking with like some swag, right? He's like twirling it around and shit.
yeah, kind of like showing me like, yeah, I could really whip this thing around if I wanted to.
was
Dark
this in
guy.
MacArthur Park?
Not MacArthur, Koreatown.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
He know nothing's gonna happen to him there.
It's just, I'm just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was just like, well, maybe he's been attacked before. Who knows? For me, I was just like,
Nah.
you don't really need that, brah. Just
Nah,
relax. Yeah, the world isn't out to fucking attack you.
Why didn't you get out and call his bluff?
I should have. I'm like,
Yo.
you fucking piece of shit,
you think that bow gonna stop
I just imagine him bumbling it out of his hands as he like, oh shit.
cape flips.
Take that robe off.
Yeah, yeah.
Take that fucking robe. Take that robe off. Take that motherfucker off now.
Yeah.
I mean, I know back in the day, K-Town used to be fucking hard. But
No, I'm sure, yeah,
Now
yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
like trendy.
Now it's the best bulgogi you could get.
Oh yeah.
What was it? What was it like back in the day? I mean, I'm pretty sure you were there, right?
Well,
Oh,
I mean,
man, the Korean mafia.
Not me.
Korean drug
Yeah.
lords. Yeah, all those
okay.
guys. Korean pimps
yeah.
infested the streets.
Dude, I just recently saw the cover of a magazine with Bruce Lee on it,
Yeah.
and it's almost comical how small he is.
He's a little dude.
Well, here's
Okay.
the comical part about it is that when people go, nobody can beat Bruce Lee, it's almost equivalent to looking at me and going, nobody can beat up Trey.
Well,
I think he was actually significantly shorter than you two, which is hilarious. He's really small.
Small
Yeah.
dude, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a Chinese.
And he was on
people
a he
don't-
was on
there's
a, he was on a bodybuilding magazine, and I mean he was cut and he was defined, but he was also like 110 pounds. Like what?
I don't think China produces the tallest Asians out there. I think Korea holds that
Yeah.
down pretty much. Well, maybe. I don't know.
no, yeah,
Now, maybe.
Korea.
But that's like a 1 in a billion. Korea produces a lot of tall people.
They're fucking tall. Yeah. When we were in Korea, I was like, just because like, just being very observant to like,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I know that they're like usually significantly taller, and I was like, holy shit, there's a lot of tall Koreans.
Yeah. Hey, when I was in Japan, I felt like a giant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was in China, I felt tall. I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit.
Yeah,
a lot of
they-
short people in China.
Yeah, that's why they look at us like gods.
When I was in St. Croix, I didn't feel anything.
You felt normal. You felt more at home than you'd ever felt.
Yeah, because no, not at all.
You guys grow locks.
These are all diesel ass.
Are they different? Are you saying you're a different black person than them?
Yes, I'm softer.
In what? Thank you for not. My line of questioning was going to get there, but thank you for being honest.
Definitely softer.
Hey, those guys, they live a rough fucking life, man.
Yeah.
They eat crabs every day. They have to eat,
They eat
stuff from the
They don't
island.
eat fucking crabs. The fuck are you talking about?
Every single day.
Yeah.
A lot of goat,
Starfish.
a lot of curry goat,
All the stuff from the ocean.
bread,
Steve, what are you looking at?
breadfruit.
Breadfruits.
I'm trying to remember the name of this gentleman. Who's the guy who?
Jim Kelly,
No.
Cornelius Williams.
This dude.
Helio Gracie.
Helio Gracie. Judge Wapner.
Oh no, that is
God, why can't I fucking
yeah.
remember his
Fuck.
name all the time?
He got busy with Ronda Rousey before he died. Actually, he's still alive, isn't he?
He's still alive, but he
Okay,
didn't get busy
never
with one. But
Gene something.
Gene
yeah,
LaBelle.
Gene LaBelle. Yeah. So Gene LaBelle, he
I got the
would just pick up Bruce Lee and carry him on his shoulder, right?
Yeah. I think didn't he say something to the effect like I could whoop that dude's ass?
Well,
Gene LaBelle's hard as
they,
fuck, though,
They asked
dude.
him about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
They were like, "Well, who would win?" And he kind of was like, "Dude, he was like that dude
in a
was
fight.
fucking a
By the
small
way,
guy."
Gene LaBelle is like a legendary catch wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Judo
He-
cat too.
Judo.
Yeah. So he gave me I
And he
showed
knew-
you the
he knew
patch.
Bruce Lee, yeah.
I showed you the patch that he gave me.
Yeah.
He said Bruce hated that shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be like, he'd actually want to fight because he would do this in front of like on his movie sets. He'd pick him up and just run around
In front of his kids.
Bruce would be like,
pathetic
dude,
your
what
dad
the
is.
fuck are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Gene LaBelle.
He's like
he seemed
Tupac
like
and
he would do
Juice.
that, Yeah.
He had to uphold a certain mystique.
Of
about
course.
himself.
Yeah, exactly. No, he seemed like that kind of guy too. Gene LaBelle is like definitely that salty old wrestler. You know, like
He's
sea
a
captain vibe.
fucking character, man, that guy.
He's
yeah.
a cool dude.
Yeah, he but yeah, you'll see him every once in a while come through the gym that I was at. But
You've seen him like in real life?
a lot. Yeah,
really
like I took classes that he was teaching, which is dope. But yeah, he's an old gentleman now. He's old.
Yeah. He's
Crazy old. But
Rest in peace. Steve, you have no topics?
actually, I was gonna
You were on your
say,
phone the whole time. I thought you were going to come with
well, I guess was it BJ Penn recently got in a little
we
scuffle,
were
right?
talking about that,
yeah.
BJ Penn is old school MMA fighder. An old MMA
Old school.
fighter. That's
He's
a
that
weird
old
way of
school.
saying
Old
it.
school.
You know what's funny?
BJ Penn like 36. He's like old ass motherfucker.
He has like 500 belts, fights under his belt. Yeah.
I watched the video. Did you watch the video?
Nah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't even chance to watch the
It didn't
video.
look like a fight at all. It looked like
It didn't.
I mean, he
Too drunk.
I
Bro.
already just took the dude down.
The dude
That's
was,
what it said.
and the dude was just holding him, like holding him close so that
Yeah.
you can get any shots off. So
Yeah.
like, BJ Penn's like holding him, and then like some dude steps in the frame and like lights up BJ Penn like 4 times,
then they push him off,
And they
right?
push him off. Yeah. I was like, that's a fight? It looks like they're just laying on the ground.
Well, I mean, it's a kind of.
Do
fight.
they do the shots from the alternate friend or whoever?
don't even phase BJ. Don't even phase the dude.
Yeah.
But it is possible that
wasn't BJ on like PCP or something?
maybe.
He's from the island. I don't know.
But you know, the thing is that like it didn't look like he was really trying to put hands on him. It looks like he was just trying to control him.
Yeah.
I could be completely wrong. I got a 10-second video. You know,
Imagine if in your lifetime you could be like, oh, I put hands on BJ Penn.
oh,
You know, I was
man.
thinking,
So
like,
random.
after seeing, I didn't see the video, but after reading the description, I was thinking,
That's great.
What's like? There's probably like these magic words and shit that'll get your ass whooped by an MMA fighter, and I'm guessing those magic words are, "Man, I don't give a fuck where that nigga fight," or some shit. "I don't give a fuck who this nigga is." You know how many times dudes have gotten their ass whipped right after saying that?
Yeah. For
I don't give a fuck. UF7C
Yeah.
69. I don't give a fuck.
No.
Well, dudes always try to test those guys.
Beep.
Which
Yeah,
is fucking
that's kind of a
crazy.
fucked up life, to be honest. Yeah, you being on life support. Yeah, you always hear about MMA fighters in the news, and it's usually at bars because that's where they want to hang out and
Yeah.
keep, inebriation and the machismos.
What's
It's
that
uncontrollable.
cat from? He ended up washing out of the UFC, but he was the first UFC like pretty boy poster boy dude. He was Mexican cat. Dude, you have to
no
remember he
idea.
was the first guy who was on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Can't shit.
Oh, you're talking about the Golden Boy. You're talking about
Oscar De La Hoya?
Oscar De La Hoya?
No.
Oh.
He said MMA
I said
fighter.
UFC.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know,
shit.
fucking pretty boy Mexican
anyway,
dudes.
he was pretty boy Mexican dude.
Yeah,
like pure pretty boy Mexican.
Patrick
dude.
Cote.
No, that nigga's from
I was close though, right?
Canada. No.
Yeah.
but anyway,
He's a pretty boy Mexican.
this might have been maybe like 5 years ago or something. He had a fight outside of a club, and TMZ caught him slapping a dude up. And
Really?
A bus goes by, and
Yeah.
when the bus finished, and when the bus leaves the frame, dude's like out. I was like, damn, that was quick, bro.
That's fucked up.
That's why a regular dude shouldn't fuck with MMA cat.
No, I think
They love to practice on you.
Yeah.
They love to practice on you. I mean, not that they're out of control, but if you give them a fucking reason. What about this deep nude shit?
Deep nude. What's that?
So
Deep nude?
yeah, you know, there's like the deep fake thing.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay. I get it. I already know what you're talking about.
yeah, so there's this.
So what people don't know, deep fakes are basically people's images getting like digitally placed on other people's faces and saying and
well, the deep
doing
fake
things.
So there's some that are like, let's say you have a ton of like footage of
Yeah.
somebody. They can take all that footage,
Yeah, and compile
it right into
Yeah.
like you're really saying something.
So
it
scary.
looks like shit right now.
So
It's
scary.
very
It's
looks like-
rudimentary phase.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah. But so they just came out with the deep nude, right? So basically, just reading an article, it says this horrifying app undresses a photo of any woman with a single click. The $50 deep nude app dismisses with the idea that deep fakes were about anything besides claiming ownership over a woman's body. And the thing is, it only works on women. They only have it geared for women.
Listen, only a woman would think that because you have a picture of them doing something that like, now you have ownership over me. No, you don't.
Yeah,
Just
it's
a
like
fucking
the software uses a photo.
software video of you.
It says the software uses a photo of a cloth person,
I'd be
creates
fucked
a
up, though.
new naked image of that same person. It swaps clothes for naked breasts and a vulva.
Like, oh my God, Trey, like, why are you all of a sudden sucking dick on the internet? You're like, no, I'm not. And
No.
like, here you are, and it's clearly you just
Yeah.
throwing a huge wiener. You're like, well, there's my my life. That's the rest of my life.
I just figure like, I don't know, maybe I got drunk one day. Suck some dick.
If you came out like that, you probably you'd avoid the humiliation.
PJ, why didn't you tell me I did this?
That's horrible. That's such a fucking bad Photoshop.
Yeah, it looks weird.
And also, you know that that's
Who's that, Taylor Swift?
the weird thing is that like Taylor Swift doesn't have titty implants.
Would you
right?
smash Taylor Swift?
No, but
I don't think
this
so.
dress, the guy who photoshopped it like made it as if like she has fake titties, like they're very oddly orbly shaped.
Right.
They're
You
like
know,
orbs. And I'm like, that's
And she has the WB logo on the back of her.
no.
yeah.
That
That's the most disconcerting of everything.
I mean, it's pretty cool for perverts out there,
Yeah. They need
So-
to.
not upstanding gentlemen like us.
Yeah.
You
Not me.
you two were talking about the Bob Lazar episode of Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you only listen to the podcast, or did you also see because he has a Netflix documentary?
I didn't get a chance to watch the Netflix documentary.
I didn't see the documentary.
The documentary is pretty cool.
The
Yeah.
dude seems like he's in shambles. Like his life has been fucking hard.
Well, he's had a crazy run at it.
He has.
He's had a crazy run at it. But basically, this is a guy who claims to have been a scientist who has dealt with.
Well, not claim he was.
He's a scientist. But I'm saying claims.
Trey's not a believer.
No. I believe it. I believe it. But there's a lot of
claims
people,
is that he saw. The claims is that he saw what he saw. But I mean, he did work there for the time that he. Like,
yeah.
I get what
here's
you're
what I'm saying. No, there's a few. Like companies before he supposedly was working in this, what was it, like S4 or something like that? I believe
it was like pre-Area 51. It's Area 52.
It's called S4 or something like that. But that can't be substantiated. But there were places where he was employed before that position.
Burger King.
That he definitely worked for, but somebody has gone through to try to erase it.
That's scary.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
The government actively tried to erase his like birth certificate. Like that's fucking crazy.
And the only way they even found out that he worked for these places is because they're like news clippings,
right?
Where it's like dude in the news clipping, and they're going, well, if he didn't work for
what is
your
this?
company, why is this guy sitting here with your company logo in the background?
You kind of can't erase people without like killing them.
Yeah,
they'd be like, no, there's clearly here. There's my high school photo. You're going to erase all of the yearbooks at every single
college. Even the college you went to, they're like, we don't know anything about Bob.
We don't know who you are.
What are you talking about?
Bob Lazar-d. We don't know that guy.
But anyway, did you guys hear him speaking about the technology he's supposedly saying?
Yes.
Which is wild as fuck.
I want to ask, I was thinking of, I wanted to submit a question to the Star Talk podcast about like what kind of physics would it take to create something like that? I want to hear.
Right.
I want to hear Neil deGrasse like try and explain something. I don't know.
Well, did you hear him speaking about like the physics behind how these machines operate? Where there's no propulsion system. It's basically they're bending like matter in space.
Yeah.
So they're sliding into like they're opening like. God damn it, how would I even explain it?
Yeah. I can kind of explain it.
Well, he explained it like this. He was saying if you had a bed and you would drop a bowling ball in the middle of the bed and, it creates that little like crevice on the side of it. And then you would like take your fist really close to that bowling ball and then you would create another divot in that bowling ball can roll up those sides.
Yeah.
Right.
And so he's saying that's how the alien craft operate. They basically take time and space and they bend it, and so they slide on this matter.
Yeah. Well, here's how it actually bends space and time is that remember the thing that he was talking about he actually worked on?
Yeah.
Was the this he described it as like what was like an orb with like on a platform, like a square platform.
Right. Uh-huh.
And it had its own, this thing was able to generate its own gravity, which is impossible.
Yeah.
Like to us right now it's impossible.
Right.
And all gravity is just like a bending of space and time, like you're saying. So all they knew was how to turn it on. They weren't able to what's it called? Reverse engineer it. They weren't able to back engineer it, and the physics just is not explainable.
Yeah.
It's at this point in our time, like it's basically like physically impossible. So if this thing was able to power the craft because it was like it would generate its like own gravity, so the field of gravity like propels it off the ground. Like so like the law of physics don't even apply to this thing really, because like you said, it's just sliding like
it's just sliding
like, however the fuck it wants.
He was also
the way he described it was exactly to a fucking T exactly what I exceed.
Right, because
it moved effort like when Joe said laser pointer.
Yeah,
that's exactly how it moved, and with zero sound.
And then when it was above you, didn't you say like it had a mirror reflected? Or was it like a predator?
No. What it reminded me of was Flight of the Navigator.
Okay, yeah.
That kind of surface that reflected the thing that tripped me out, because when I looked up, I could see the orange street lights.
That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
That's the part. I mean, I could draw it in my head like poorly on paper, but in my head I see it like perfectly.
Yeah.
It is tripped, dude.
What he said in the documentary is that nothing was connected at all. He was saying that was the crazy thing, is that
there were no right angles either.
He said nothing that was operational within the craft was connected to each other. It was all happening through some Wi-Fi-esque type thing. Yeah. And he was also saying that he was only allowed access to. I think there was a 3 tiers. He was only allowed access to the bottom 2 tiers of the craft, which had to do with all the machining or how it actually was able to fly.
And one was like the engine room, and one's like
the engine frame.
would be like the deck, you know, where like you can see
But he was saying that the topmost level where they believe, I guess the beings would house themselves while they're operating this craft. He wasn't allowed there, so he has no idea what was going on at that level.
Right.
Yeah.
And he saw 9 different ones. That's
Fucking crazy. Well, you know,
So they called them the kids.
oh, really?
So that was the nickname for them, the kids.
that's cute.
Give them real names like Larry. Yeah.
I'm sure someone did.
You know, whenever you see like a space movie or like Star Trek where they had like the food generator and they press a button and the fucking thing would form and
yeah, Star Trek, yeah.
right. So I think one day we actually will have something like that. The reason why I say that is because let me see, was it a Finnish team? So in Finland, I guess a team of scientists have learned to create protein from using electricity and air. So like which is crazy. It looks like, I don't know, it's like a yellow powder.
Yeah.
So, but it takes a huge amount of energy just to create just like a gram. But it's a start. Mm-hmm. And so that's what it looks like right there. Just
It looks delicious.
it's so scrumptious.
It's like a Parmesan crisp.
It takes 2 weeks just to generate.
Imagine,
1
then
gram
you're like,
of protein. You're
so good. Worth the 1 million.
But I think one day they'll be able to perfect that shit, and it's weird, you know. But it's also like what they talk about pulling energy from the space around us, right?
Yeah.
Every cubic feet.
Chi. Here we go.
Here we go.
Well, shit, speaking of that, you listened to the podcast. Did you hear the end where Joe Rogan is talking about the correlation between, we were saying like there were no connecting pieces in that spacecraft, and then there was a guy, Joe Rogan was speaking about how that was an idea that God, what is that fucking scientist's name? The God.
Einstein?
No, not Einstein, but
Tesla?
Tesla,
yeah.
He was talking about how Tesla had this idea that he wanted to create free energy globally. And he was going to, basically energy would just be out in the open, out in the world.
Right, you can grab it from there.
You just pull it from there.
And you could pull it from the atmosphere. Then the rebuttal from one of the guys, I don't know if it was Bob Lazar.
It was like, Bob
it
Lazar.
Yeah, was it Bob Lazar? Where he was saying it would have basically stymied us. It would have stymied the human population in terms of like moving forward with things like computers.
Well, we would just relied on it too much because the having that much electricity in the air, I guess, would short.
Yeah, it would short out all of our small.
But here's the thing:
figure it out though.
We'd have it just in a different way.
Yeah, it would be something. Yeah, it wouldn't be maybe as almost magical as that, you know, where you're just like, boop, just like it's powering up from nothing.
Maybe we'd have to change the circuitry.
I know I'm a scientist.
I'll be fine. Steve knows. He's a certified scientist from the scientists.
But that dude believed that you couldn't
on the internet.
do it. That's an amazing thought, though. But I mean, think about how crazy that would be for somebody like the DWP or anybody who sells access to electricity. They would be eradicated.
Well, they just, from the jump, they would have never existed, right?
Yeah.
So,
well, if they're smart, they would have to think like alternative. I mean, I don't know what
they would probably have something like. Do you want? We're a company that installs things that's an energy booster.
they develop their own, like the way to harness the fucking electricity or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but how would you regulate it? How would you cut it off?
I think people would pay
And
for
sell.
something, for like a physical something, like
Right, so
some kind of contraption.
You would need the
to harness
contraption.
it.
Okay, you would need the contraption.
Like,
that would make
Edison,
sense.
that-
That would make
that's
sense.
where-
like a modem, right? So,
Something, yeah.
Okay, that would make sense. I get that. Yeah.
But so, what do you think about?
That'd be crazy.
What do you think about the internet being a form of a utility?
Utility?
Yeah, like everyone has electricity, everyone has water, everyone has internet, and you pay your monthly bill to the government, you know, and
Why do you think the internet should be free?
We talking about communism? Better not be fucking talking about communism.
no, because that is.
I mean, I think it should be free.
No.
But
that is a discussion, right? Because like,
You just asked if we should have free internet?
yeah, I mean, so
or free access to the internet. Right?
it's just like, yeah, so it's like, and you pay your monthly bill to it,
Yeah,
you know, blah blah blah. But it's like everyone has it.
Yeah.
It's not, and it's like, a really good quality. And
I don't see a problem
then-
in that. What's the downside? I don't know.
So it's like, who's having the problems right now? And this sounds very,
Well, you don't have a problem paying
No.
for it because you have the means to pay for it. But
see,
I guess you're saying everyone should have
listen,
access to the internet.
Anyone could pay for internet. It's like, how demanding are you though of like speed and quality? Because you can get super cheap internet. You know, like grandma and grandpa's internet.
Yeah.
They're like, it's cool. And it's like something that they saw on television. They
DSL,
provided a modem. You know, like. But yeah, we're greedy. We like consuming like a lie.
It's not inexpensive. I mean, what are you paying for?
You could pay $20 for internet.
Really?
Yeah, you can. It's not great internet.
I've never paid that low.
No, because you're not going to be. Look at all the stuff you do on online. You know, you wouldn't be happy with a
yeah, dude. But I mean,
$20
if you're going to
internet.
receive the internet, what the fuck are you paying for like $56K?
If everyone,
Well, that's just-
I feel like if everyone had internet, that would be it. If everyone had internet, we'd probably all be stuck at 56K.
I
The
guess-
fiber optic got slow, by the way. Just FYI.
Oh, really?
yeah.
I haven't heard much about fiber optics.
Even that though, do you
like Bios?
you believe in
or
that?
Fios, right? Fios.
I believed
Or
in
is
it
that-
when I got it.
Or is that kind of akin to
Basically, I'm just back to, like, I have
the
internet.
diamond industry, or is that kind of like likened to the diamond industry,
Like
where
they've
you have
cornered the
to
market?
create a demand.
You do.
So you
Yeah.
throttle it, and you go, hey, there's so many people on the
Right.
internet that we're going to need you to pay an extra $10 so that you can get.
We'll open it
Fios.
up a
Yeah,
little bit more.
You know?
But so here's the thing, right? So you can either have corporations control it, or you can have government control it. And now there's pros and cons to both, right? I mean, in other countries, the government controls it. So like, who's having a problem right now, and they just shut that shit down?
Well,
Dominican
North Korea.
Republic,
And I mean North Korea, but it was like,
Puerto Rico.
God damn it, who was it?
Bangladesh.
It's so that nothing can be leaked to the world. They shut that shit down. They shut it completely off the government. That they're like, there's no access to.
So like
Russia.
people couldn't report on something?
Like,
Probably Russia, yeah. They have the power to do that.
Siberia? Fuck it. I should have thought.
Yeah, you should.
Siberia.
You really should have. Because we could be right. We could be right. We could have said the correct answer already.
Yeah, but so would you like the government to have complete control over it, or corporations?
I trust the government.
Hell no. I mean, to be honest, that's actually one of the reasons that I think twice before saying, oh, I don't like America. It could be much worse.
Ooh, it could be a lot
It could be
worse.
much worse. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, like you said, I could be in a place where they're literally shutting me off from learning anything about what's
Yeah,
happening
that's true.
beyond, my immediate area of
Yeah.
Yeah,
existence.
True.
yeah, man. It's
The United States lets you yeah, go ahead. Learn whatever the fuck you want to learn. Who gives a fuck? What are you really going to do?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know, man. Because there's like a ton of people died. I feel bad. I don't remember where it was at, but
Dude, you don't feel bad because like a ton of people die every day
Yeah.
in various countries. It's just too much. That's why I stopped looking at like international
you still
news.
should feel bad.
No, but you definitely should. But I mean, you shouldn't like deliberately go into it just to be like, it's like sadness porn. You're like,
Oh, yeah, you
so
can.
many
I
people
mean,
Yeah.
died here. Oh, it's like, how many people fucking die in Indonesia like every day? They're always getting hit by hurricanes.
How many people die in the hood
Not as many
at
as
the
in Indonesia.
hands
That's
of
true.
gun
That's
violence perpetuated
in Chicago.
by the
probably true.
police, by the law system.
probably true.
You know, I got pulled over this past weekend.
Good. I didn't know the police went down into the subway and stopped the trains. But go on.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I like it.
So we were
Just to get you, they opened the doors like Steven.
come on out. So we were in downtown and we were trying to get to the movie or whatever.
Yeah.
So
What'd you see?
Oh, we saw
Child's Play?
No. No.
They revamped the Chucky doll, didn't they?
It looks stupid.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Looks fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dude,
Go
that
on. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. but
No,
that was
no,
dumb.
no.
What movie did you see?
What movie fucking did we see? We saw.
It was that good.
Yeah. I don't remember what movie we saw, but it'll come come back to me. But anyways, so we're on our way over.
Remember what movie he saw, Trey? He just went to the movies.
That movie must have been trash.
It must have
had
been
to
really
be.
bad.
It had to be really
You would
bad.
have remembered it if it was decent.
What was it? So, anyways, we're driving. We're driving.
Fuck, did I see something with Mama? And
It's like, I'm too lazy to think of it. We
You chose to go see the movie. It was so bad.
you think he chose or?
Oh well, it was
Aladdin?
It was agreement. No, we were gonna see Aladdin, but I was like, I don't want to see that stupid shit.
You see John Wick 3?
Same.
No, didn't see John Wick 3 either.
Everyone made fun of me because I haven't seen any of the John Wicks. Not all the way through.
Wait, what?
Oh, we saw MIB.
Fucking Keanu Reeves.
Really?
Yeah.
You paid for that?
Yeah.
You know what though? I don't
Steve,
know. I don't know what
we're not
positive
friends
things
anymore.
happen.
Well, listen, I said we get
paid for
I was
it.
like, let's go see Godzilla. She's like, I don't want to see that. I was like, okay, let's see Toy Story 4. She's like, she goes, I hate Toy Story 4. I was like, all right, I was just like, you've never seen Toy Story? She's like, nope. And I was like,
No, see, that's too much. Saying you didn't watch Toy Story and being her age, you're a fucking psychopath.
Dude,
she's not. It's like,
he paid to see Men in Black like 7.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
No, Toy Story is a classic. You haven't
I-
seen Toy Story. That's like saying you didn't see Lion
I told her
King.
never say that in my presence again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
First one's classic.
Yeah.
I can't believe
love
you've
it.
never seen John Wick. That doesn't make sense. That's right up your alley.
I've seen pieces of it. For me,
They're
it's
really
like,
good movies.
For me, you just can't cast a white guy as the most dangerous man alive. Sorry. It's just how it is.
Actually, this new one shows that he's not exactly the most dangerous.
And he's old. Keanu's old.
He just
He's getting
comes
old.
from... It's the classic story where he comes from a group of
Of assassins. And
where they manufacture these young ass kids to be as fly as he is. You know
What happened to
on a
Tony
combat
Jaa?
level.
Whatever happened to
That
that
dude,
guy?
I don't know.
That dude had some dope movies.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I believed he could fuck someone up.
Interceptor,
know, got old.
Protector.
Maybe.
So I got
couldn't jump knee anymore.
Yeah.
It's like,
Fuck,
all right.
dude. So I get we're driving and Ruth's like, just go in that lane right there. It's empty, the bus lane. And I was like, no one else is in that lane. And she's like, Joe, just go. So I start going, and then I'm like, oh shit. She's like, well, I go, there's a fucking cop in the lane next to us, like by us. I go, I don't think we're supposed to win. Boop, whoop. And I was like, oh my god.
Wait. So who directed? Whose fault was it really?
My fault for listening.
True.
Yeah. So
The fuck?
What a good guy. Steve's a good guy.
What the fuck?
yeah. No, but
Y'all married niggas crazy.
Yeah.
I would have said Sarah. Sarah knows that.
No,
I'd be like, if you directed me, I had to fucking listen to you.
But yeah, her fault. So so I was like, shit. So I pulled over. I was like, I knew it. She's like, I'm so sorry. She's apologizing. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. So she's got the registration out and everything. And then
So wait, what was the infraction?
you're never supposed to drive in a bus lane.
Oh, okay, you went into
Even
a bus
though
lane.
there was
Got
like
you.
fucking 10 motherfuckers in the bus lane,
Got you.
pulling out in front of us, right? It was like shooting fish in a barrel for them.
Of course, yeah. It's something that everyone's gonna do.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there and
Did
then
he ask Ruth if she was hurting you?
that'd be hilarious. Is she hurting you?
Is she hurting you? Is she
Yeah, okay.
fine?
Is
All right.
You okay?
Because I think she has a drop in her. She definitely has
Yeah,
more than a drop.
no, but so she
It's horrible.
she pulls the shit out of the glove compartment, and the guy walks up on
Whoa.
walks up on Ruth's side, and he's like, oh, okay. He's like, shut the car off, blah blah blah, and then he's like, my partner's gonna talk to you. And then some like new fresh dude, right? Walks up.
Here we go.
And he's like, oh, hey, the reason why I pulled you over, so I was like, yeah, I know, it was fucking stupid. I'm sorry, it was really stupid. And Ruth's like, it's my fault. I told him to do it, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's all right, babe, whatever, it's all good. And he's like, do you guys have insurance? And then
They handcuff
window.
yeah,
They handcuff her right
he's
away.
like, he's like,
Oh, it's her fault, huh?
oh my god! I was like, hey,
Ruth, I'll see you down in the
see you later, I'm gonna go watch the movie.
See you after MIB. I'm sorry.
I'll let you know how it might be. Yeah.
So I give him my driver's license, which is still the Arizona one, right? Which I've had for fucking 15 years.
How have you gotten away with this?
I don't know, man. So he looks at it, he
Is it
goes,
still valid at least?
till 2044. Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
When you get that shit when you was 18?
21.
How is this
What the fuck?
possible?
Yeah.
How is that possible?
I don't know.
Dude,
Everyone-
Arizona don't give a fuck.
No, they really don't.
No,
They're
no,
like,
no,
You know
but-
what?
but
you
the-
did well.
No, no,
Here's
no.
60 years of unfair driving.
So then I heard recently they changed it up though. Like it's like
Okay.
every 4 or whatever it is.
You got grandfathered in.
Yeah,
Lucky
yeah.
you.
So I had him my driver. He's like, "Do you live here or you live in Arizona?" I was like, "Oh, I live here." He's like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I guess they have the real IDs. I have to go down there and get the real ID, but in order to do that, I need to give him my birth certificate and proof of citizenship and everything. He's like, confused the fuck out of this dude.
Yeah.
He was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I have to wait and get my real ID. He's like, "Okay, you guys have insurance?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "With who?" And we're like, it's like a fucking commercial, like Progressive. And he goes, he goes, "Oh, okay. I don't need to see anything."
Yeah.
And he just says, "I'll be right back." And then he walks. And I was like, "What? The
Wow,
fuck?"
dude.
Yeah.
Progressive got it like that?
Yeah. And I was like,
I'm gonna start saying that shit.
Yeah. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. Who's your insurance with?
Yeah, but-
Progressive.
I'm gonna just start fucking hitting old chicks and shit, like dealing drugs. Sir, who are you with?
Dealing drugs? I don't know if Progressive's gonna.
But
Progressive. All right, man, you got the juice.
and Ruth keeps trying to hand him shit, and I was like, babe, he doesn't need all that. He doesn't need all that. He just said that he's like, and he literally is like, I don't need that. And
What
I
did
was
she handle him?
I don't even know.
Fucking
He looked.
Tampax.
He looked at me and he was like,
You could use this.
yeah,
Right?
Here you go.
And he was like, I don't. And I was like, and she was like, hand him. So I was like, babe, he doesn't need that stuff. He'll ask if he needs something. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, yeah, it's fine. I'll be right back. I was like, fuck. I was like, this ticket's gonna be like $250. This is gonna be crazy. They're sitting back there for a while, and I see him walk up with this fucking ticket book. And I was like, God,
His gun drawn.
yeah, look on the fucking floor.
And come back like we call Progressive.
Yeah.
Fine.
He comes up and he goes,
Progressive vouchers.
he's like, so well, this is not a ticket. It's just a warning, and just
cool.
Don't drive in this lane. He's like, and I was like, I'm so sorry. It's totally my fault. He goes, well, here's the a warning, like citation thing or whatever. It doesn't mean anything. Just if you get pulled over, like in the next 2 minutes, you show him this, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I go, if I get pulled over in the next 2 minutes, then I deserve a ticket. I told him.
Yeah,
that's my fault. And he goes, okay. He says, do you have any questions for me? I was like, what the fuck?
He's like, how would you rate my performance today on a scale from 1 to 5, sir?
I was, it was just like, I was
like a fucking interview, like
dude,
a job interview.
It was the weirdest in a good way, and the most strange, like, pullover I've ever had.
I thought he was going to give you a fucking phone
dope.
number. He's like, if you wouldn't mind calling this number, tell him my badge number, tell him a little.
Yeah, give me a
my performance
review.
Today.
Steve
give me a review.
totally used his white privilege. See?
Dude, it was
totally.
yeah. I was like, hi,
sorry, sir.
Sorry about that.
You have a pipe in your mouth.
And they let us go, and then I was like, that was fucking crazy. And I was like, it's
lucky.
One, we're in a silly car. We're not in a threatening car at all.
Yeah.
So like, we're like,
my father's Trump.
but it was crazy, man. And I was
Shouldn't have said that. I'm somebody's fucking
CIA. I was like,
I'll be back.
Nothing will make your day give you a bad day than a cop pulling you over.
Oh,
and then,
totally.
Then when I drove away, I was like, nothing will give you a fucking awesome day than a cop just being really cool with you and letting you go. I was like, holy shit, today's gonna be a fucking good day.
But that's how many? That's one out of many.
I have a goddamn phobia when it comes to for no reason.
Oh yeah, same. No, me too.
For no fucking
Anywhere.
reason.
If I'm driving near them, around them, they
Yeah.
pull up. They're way back in traffic. I'm still like, fuck. I'm like looking back. I'm like, watch them try and pull me over.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. And I'm like, why do I have this phobia? It's just the area I grew up in,
Yeah, of course.
I never got lumped up, but I saw.
Yeah.
I've seen some crazy shit where the cops are like, oh well, and
Yeah,
I'm like, whoa.
I have nothing but unsavory memories,
Encounters,
and encounters,
Yeah,
with police officers. But hey, that's just me.
Yeah,
There might be a nice one out there. That's probably what
I
police
met
are thinking.
one.
That's probably what police are saying about black people. It's like, yeah, you know what? They're
out there.
They're out there. There's probably one or two, but I haven't met them.
I met one before. I think I met one before.
Yeah.
I believe he was a mulatto.
Mulatto.
Hey, that's like saying the N-word, man. You can't say that. He was a mulatto.
He's a mulatto. Yeah. Sorry, any police officers listening?
No, but dude, he was super
cool.
cool, and I really appreciate that. So I fucked up, and I would have taken the ticket.
You got
just like,
caught.
Yeah, I only get pissed off when I feel like it wasn't really deserved. But I'm the type of person, like, if I deserve it, I'd fucking man up, and I'm like, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
He's like, here's your warning.
Yeah.
Here's your real warning. And he smashes your brake light. It's like, you know what the fuck that was about.
If I have to pull you over again, those will be your knees.
That'll be your wife.
It'll be your wife. Oh, no.
You have a crash situation. Did you remember that movie? You remember that movie where the guy was forced to like watch his wife get like groped up by the police officer?
Yeah.
Imagine that. I'd be like, I'm going to jail.
I'm
gonna murder him.
I'm gonna have murder on my. Yeah.
I'm gonna do him like the mountain.
And doesn't he bitch out? She gets mad at him.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, I mean, but think about it. Like he's like, "What do you want me to do? I was supposed to go to jail." Like, I understand both sides of that coin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In reality, they could have fucking like shot him.
Yeah. Dude,
Is he a black dude too, right?
I believe so. Yeah, it's a black guy and his black wife. That's
That was groping him?
Yeah,
Oh, it was
I didn't even like watching it.
Oh.
But he's like married when I said, "Oh no, I was."
But isn't he like an Anthony Mackie black dude?
Oh, I think we discussed this kind of black man. He was like you in the Virgin Islands. You said you were softer than them. You said you were softer. Listen, I understand I understand. It's funny because around like my job, you get those vibes from any males. That's just what we do. We size up other males.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Then I'm like, this guy. Then there's one dude who clearly his life is just about working out, and he looks like Xerxes. And he walks around the office, and he works out every lunch. And I'm like, this guy, if he went wild, you guys would have a problem.
You have to choke him out.
Because I'm like, I might not even want to fight.
What ethnicity?
He might be Mexican. He's some kind of lefty. He's humongous. And he's like fucking like Adonis, dude. I'm like, Jesus. And he walks around the office. I'm like, yeah, that guy could kill.
So when you roll with dudes that are like big like that, what's your strategy?
Me, I just let them over muscle because like they muscle through things, and like usually you're able to set things up because of that. But
eat up that oxygen.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You burn them out because of oxygen.
They go crazy. Sometimes they want to go crazy, and like and usually it's guys who are like lower belts, you know?
Yeah.
You can't, everyone did that.
Just like in coming from Nogi tonight, fucking they're white belts, they're big dudes. One guy, he's 288.
Yeah,
he's a fucking big dude, but he's getting a lot better.
Yeah.
He's tapped me twice because that motherfucker was lay on me and then do a Kimura. And I'm like, shit, man, I can't like chill on this dude anymore because he's getting better. He's fucking me up. So, but now I was
How many guys are S-mounting you?
None.
I don't know why I do that.
You get me every fucking time with that shit.
I don't know why I do it though.
And I'm like, here it
I don't
comes.
do it to anyone else. It's literally probably just the size difference, and I'm so fucking fat.
And you got the calves of a fucking tree, dude.
The calves of a mailman.
They're fucking huge.
I got mailman.
You got mailman calves. Dude,
assistant courier mailman calves.
Your socks.
You see that?
Your socks are at capacity when they come over to
these calves were the birthdays I missed. These calves. These calves were the anniversaries I couldn't see.
No, my Achilles heel when we roll is when that dude S-mount. I'm like, I'm gonna get armbarred.
Here we go.
You know how many times that's run through my head as I've watched you guys roll? Here we go.
You know what though? It's like I gotta get back. Like, oh, Jesus Christ, I really do. But like for two, I mean, you know, like I went to an academy. Like I drilled those things a lot more than this guy, and especially in gi. In gi. Like right. I mean, fuck that. I get fucking worked. I'm scared of no gi, to be honest. I don't think my body is really made for that. It's
yeah. See, and
it would have to be a very unexciting style that I have to adopt.
But usually when you roll with Steve, it's no gi, right?
We do both.
We do a little bit of both.
We do both.
But gi.
I don't know if I've ever seen you two do.
Oh,
that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Actually,
but yeah, in gi, I'm still learning the slick fucking setups that people are putting on me, and I'm like,
Steve still suffers, by the way, from the same thing he is for this whole jiu-jitsu career. He wants to learn everything. You're like a goddamn like encyclopedia of moves.
Yeah, and I do know a lot when it comes to at least no gi.
Yeah, and your technique is like you know exactly. Like I have problems with that, to be honest. Like remembering exact things when it has like step by step and in succession. You know what I mean? Like chaining things.
Yeah,
it's hard for me.
I'm obsessed with it. You know, I was thinking it was weird when I was heading to jiu-jitsu tonight. I was like, dude, you know what's crazy? I'm still just as excited as I was when I first started doing jiu-jitsu.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
And I was like, oh,
I'm
shit.
envious.
It was crazy. I was like, oh, man, I can't wait to get over there. I gotta fucking get over there.
Like our first clothing line, envious.
And that says a lot, dude, because you've been like knocked out 8 times and shit.
You're real punchy.
Yeah, I'm a fucking punch drunk all the time.
You've suffered more concussions than most BJJ practitioners have.
So 1, 2, probably like 2.
I'm making a shirt based on your experiences, by the way. It's called Into the Depths, and it's a jiu-jitsu shirt.
Yeah?
It's going to be about just like floating in dreamland. Allowing yourself to just be overcome by the warm sea of stars.
Nah, man, it's funny though.
Remember when he got slammed so hard, he thought he was fucking...
I can't believe you let that guy do that to you.
That dude.
I would have like, stop. No, stop throwing me.
It was dude.
He had you in the Street Fighter fucking
dude,
stars and shit.
But we're talking about Gokor here. We're not,
That's true. They don't fuck around there.
No, literally Gokor, the man himself.
That was him? Okay.
Gokor fucked me up.
Yeah, a fine gentleman.
He said, I saw myself in the mirror.
Yeah,
and we don't have any mirrors.
Yeah.
That's fucking...
Yeah, so what Trey's talking about, when Gokor and I were going at it, he was going light.
Explain who Gokor is, by the way.
Gokor Savichin, he is they call him like really the real godfather of leg locks in America. He's like the first one to really come through and make that happen. Now you have like the squad and New York and everything, but this guy has been doing it since like the 60s, like forever. So he's like a judo champion, sambo champion, jiu-jitsu champion. This dude is a beast, and he's an older gentleman now. But
sambo champion.
Yeah. Sambo champ.
I knew you were setting it up, you piece of shit.
I'm trying to apologize on behalf of this white man.
Motherfucker, you said it. Don't apologize.
So we're going, and he's trying to sweep me, and I'm doing pretty well, like whatever, not being swept. And he's like,
that's good.
He's like, huh? He's like, okay, all right.
That's so fucked up.
And he fucking drops hell on me, dude. He fucking
turn that level up,
dude. He turned it up to 10, right? And I was like, holy shit! And he slammed me right on my neck/head, right? So he was like, get up, get back up. And I couldn't stand up. My legs weren't working. And
I was he paralyzed you momentarily.
I was like, fuck. Like when you get punched, and there's times when you can get punched and your legs will go out and you don't know why,
you could
right?
be eating with a spoon today, like with your mouth.
Yeah. And I was like, fuck. Gokor. Yeah. So yeah. So that's what he's talking about with that. And then he just continued to throw me for like the next 5 minutes, which was the longest 5 minutes of my life.
5 minutes of
But it's cool. You made it.
Yeah, that says something about you. Because for me, I would have been in a coma. I'd been in a coma today.
You would have walked out in this disgust.
I'll say that my technique got real fucking tight in that 5 minutes of break fall.
Oh yeah.
Real tight.
You don't get thrown that often, so you don't really get like an actual break fall to try. So that's cool that you had like a real life one.
Holy shit!
Just throwing you like
dude,
a rag
now I'm just like
you became Dusty Rhodes.
Jesus Christ!
Boom. So then when I was telling him the story, I was like, it's crazy because like when I was thinking about when he threw me, I didn't do this particular thing, and I could see that I didn't because when I was looking in the mirror, I saw I didn't do it, and then I was like, wait a minute, we don't have one single mirror in the whole fucking gym. At least not in that area. And I was like, how did
he was watching himself, his soul.
He threw your soul out of you.
Dude, it was crazy. I was watching myself get fucked up.
Yikes.
And I was like, whoa.
You.
I was like, wait a minute. We don't have any fucking... Yeah, I was like, we don't have any fucking mirrors over there. I was like, holy shit. I was like, man.
You were like, get back in your body, Steve.
Yeah. So
it's going to be worse for you.
So, after that, I was like, I don't think I love striking.
No, I'm not cut out for judo.
Yeah, fuck. I love, striking and things like that. And I was like, but I'm not going to take any blows to the head anymore. That's it, So,
no, that's it. No more blows to the head.
Yeah.
You're telling Ruth the next day at morning. You're like, what the fuck? You're sitting at the breakfast table.
Wait a minute.
That's
how to get here?
Dress for work and everything.
What did he say to you immediately after this session? I'm interested. The first thing he said to you immediately.
When we were done?
Yeah. Everyone clap it up for this.
No, when we were done, he didn't say anything.
He just walked away?
He walked off to his cell and just drove away?
I think so, but
some cocky shit.
But at the same time, like,
he's Gokor.
I wasn't all there. Okay, so here's what happened,
Chewing his mouth guard like Steph Curry? Like,
yeah. So, I mean...
another one.
I was, yeah. I was like,
another one.
No, he didn't say, but another student, like a higher ranking dude came up to me and goes, he did the same thing to me. And I was like, damn, really? He's like, yeah, you just gotta go along for the ride when he starts throwing you around like that.
Look at us, a couple of betas. You get your arms around each other. That was seriously,
the first thing you should have said to him is, I don't think I'm paying you next month.
Yeah. Just based on what you just saw, you're not getting next month.
It was scary. No, I'm not gonna lie.
I
legit was scared. I was like, holy fuck.
Yeah, because you're like, how am I going to land?
Yeah.
Like, you could fuck yourself up.
And wasn't able to stop him if I wanted to. Like, I don't know if him semi-knocking me out, like, which probably threw me off.
Started you down a road.
Yeah, where I couldn't really defend myself after that because I was so fucking punch drunk or whatever.
Yeah.
That was it, man. And then, so then after that, I was like, that was like the first real hit I've ever taken. And so I was like, I don't want to do any more like striking, And the thing is too is like whenever I would strike with people, they get mad. Like I don't, and I'm not like
you're a gym bully.
No, I'm not a gym bully at all.
Gym bully.
No, like it's like I don't know why, but I'm like, oh, here we go. It's like getting turned up, and I'm like, oh shit, and I'm like, I'm not trying to go there, like, but I feel like if I get a good combo in, like
tag them up, whatever.
Yeah. But the people that are like high level dudes, they never lose their control. They're like, oh, okay, cool, like doom, and then they end up fucking me up. So I'm not like by any means like an amazing striker.
Yeah. No,
But
you're good though. You're a good striker.
I do okay, and so anyways, I was like, I'm not gonna do this anymore, because what if someone fucking gets a clean shot at me and sleeps me and fucking on my feet? So then I go over to this other gym like a year later, and then the dude's like, oh, you want to throw hands? And I've already told this story, and then the dude fucking clipped me, and my legs we're done, and I sat down. I was like, oh shit. I was like, of course this happened. I didn't want to do this anymore, So I was like, no more, man. I'm not doing that shit anymore. So because you could be the best in the world, you'll still get clipped.
Yeah, that's the name of the game.
I'm like an okay striker. You know what I mean? I'm not like this top tier dude or anything.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good to get punched or your bell rung. Your brain is obviously like, no.
Well, what's scary is when
it'll definitely stop you.
Yeah, what's scary is when
shut it down, boys.
Yeah, your body shuts down. Yeah, your body shuts down, but you're still like. You're like aware, you're conscious and aware, but your body's like, I'm gonna lay down for a minute. You're like, what the fuck? It's not like a good shot to the liver where you feel that shit and you curl up.
Yeah, dude, that combat is like a social construct that we've had to do it, but it's not something your body's made for.
Yeah, I was like, I was weird. I was like,
kind of made for it. But
yeah,
but I get what you're saying.
No, not well. It's made for it now, maybe, and they can take certain things, but I don't think the original form of a human was, you guys get in a room.
Not as a living.
The shit out of
not for a living, no.
And, plus, like, if you're not getting paid for it, like, maybe
it's just a hobby and you're fucking CTE. You're like,
it wasn't worth it, man. Like, fuck that. So, and honestly, I need everything so that I can be creative. I'm not trying to lose anything.
No, true.
Yeah, what if they knock you out and your dick stop working?
I'd ask them to knock me out again. Maybe it'll start working.
Make it come back.
Make it come back.
All you have is, then you just have 2 concussions and a limp ass dick.
That'd be really fucked up.
You're like, well, that didn't work.
Hey guys, that didn't work.
It just never came back.
Dude, that'd be a sad day.
Fuck, man, that'd be a really sad day.
I was wondering, like, what if they do my vasectomy and then they
have to double fist it and shit, and
we cut your whole dick off.
Whoops! Hold the blood in the tip.
But we got it in the jar for you.
But the good thing is, the original intent is still true. You can't have kids.
You can't have kids anymore.
Oh, good to know.
This shit is kind of old. Well, it's extremely old, but
This is kind of old.
Yeah, Trey, why you got an old ass dick?
Hey man, what you gonna do? Got a few grays on it.
Oh my god.
The Jussie Smollett shit has come back into the media.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Why?
Because there's a bunch of stuff that has been like evidence has been unearthed, and there's a body cam.
I saw that.
Footage, this body cam footage that came, and it's weird.
He's just standing there wearing the noose.
He has a noose on.
He's
still.
like, look.
Yeah, dude.
Look, the noose on my neck.
Why didn't he take it off? Get this shit off my neck.
That's not even the funny part. When he says it, he's like, look, they put this noose on my neck, and the police officer is like, you sure you don't want to take it off?
It's like it's like a little kid explaining a lie,
Yeah.
Look, there's a noose around my neck.
The first thing the dude says, he's like, but you don't want to take this noose off your neck?
Dude,
it's a little weird that you...
Dude, if someone put a noose around my neck, the first thing I would do is take that motherfucker off.
Yeah.
Wouldn't walk around the streets, look at me.
Yeah. It takes like 20 minutes for the officers to get there. You're just wearing the noose.
I guess they've confiscated his, his Wi-Fi records or whatever, his computer records.
Right.
And it shows that after that incident, he
returned a noose to Amazon.
he Googled himself like 50 times.
Oh my God.
Immediately proceeding.
What a psycho, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's not good. Doesn't look very good at all.
He got a DIY of noose making on his fucking computer.
He nodded it himself.
Yeah.
He's like,
DIY noose making.
Do it yourself.
Dude, I've seen some footage. I don't know if this is actual footage, but it looks like it's from the car when these 2 large African fellows, they have all white. They have all white sweatsuit on, and their face is covered in white stocking. I was like, okay, that's weird. How did they get that footage?
Guys. That is weird.
That's the cheapest costume I could possibly think of. Look, there's a white guy. He's wearing white sweats, white sweatshirt, hoodie, and white stocking mask.
It's very interesting because this happens.
They have the hats on top of the hood.
I pictured that. I pictured that. Yeah,
this is happening in Chicago, and there's a lot of people who feel like, look, dude, whether he lied or not, you have all of these young cats out there shooting the fuck out of each other, and nobody can find out like what's happening. Bodies are going missing. So you have this huge epidemic that's happening in Chicago, and we're focusing on this guy lying.
Also,
do you believe they should just go, look, dude probably lied. We obviously can't put a stamp on it as to whether he lied or not.
Right.
But should we take all of these resources and shift them toward the actual problem?
It's because they want to prosecute that guy now. Because they're like, you fucking lied.
No, I understand, but that's like manpower.
Yeah.
There's so many resources that are being devoted toward this specific situation, and then you have this other situation going on over here, and people are like, yeah, whatever.
So let's say this: Chicago would probably be the last place I'd be trying to dress up like a KKK guy, like right now. The other thing is too is like maybe they're like, let them thin themselves out for a while. And then
for a while, it's never gonna end. You know?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure within that thinning out process, there's probably a lot of innocent bystanders.
Yeah.
Kids who are actually trying to do something with their lives getting caught.
For sure.
So I don't know. It's interesting. I see it both ways because I feel like if this dude really did lie about this whole situation,
he did.
He should be prosecuted.
He did.
And he should feel the full extent of the law.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But also, it is a lot. This is a lot of time and effort being put into this fucking trivial ass thing when it comes down to it. At the end, it doesn't seem like anybody was actually hurt by this situation.
Right.
You know, so.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Yeah, it's a strange one.
Yeah.
Not as strange as this theory I have.
Nice. Let's hear it.
It's stupid, but I was driving up here and I was like, I only noticed it because my like low pressure tire gauge is on.
Okay.
So like it's been telling me for the past week that I need to do something about it. Anyways, I was driving down downtown LA.
By the way. That's cool.
Yeah. I was driving in downtown and I was like, I'm riding on these what are clearly just like metal exposed train tracks for like a good part of a block. And it's a defunct railroad.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Why haven't they just pulled those fucking things out of the street and just repaved it over flat? Why do our cars have to suffer the fucking damage?
Nostalgia.
Also, yeah, I don't know if it's worth it to me, but I was thinking, I was like, I wonder if the car companies and tire companies are in cahoots with the city. They're like, just keep those streets fucked up. Keep those streets fucked up.
Well,
so
makes
that
sense.
They keep having to change their motherfucking tires.
I know what
cars
area.
just fucking. When you hit a pothole that you're like, oh my god, dude! Like my fucking car, Jesus Christ, dude! Yeah,
everybody's in cahoots.
Everyone's
liquor companies, black people.
I know what area you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know that area.
Work. Yeah, coming up this way.
It's fucking
guns.
It's a rough area.
Oh no, knives and Mexicans.
The knives and the Mexicans, they're in it together.
Get them. What about we talked about this last time, right? Dominican Republic, right?
Yeah, you were talking about it earlier. I don't know what exactly is happening in the Dominican Republic.
I think a bunch of tourists are dying.
But is it water? Is that?
I think it's in the mini bar. I haven't.
I heard about that.
Right, something like that.
Yeah, they're in the Dominican Republic. They're serving bootleg alcohol. It's some weird chemical synthetic form of alcohol that a lot of bars out there are using to save money on actually purchasing alcohol. So people are going out there getting smashed up on this weird synthetic version of the alcohol that they're used to in the States, and their body.
That's weird.
That's only 10
Can't
Americans
take it.
in 1 year. That's not that big a deal.
That's like fucking Santa Anita.
But like, in how many months though?
killing
It was
all
like,
those horses.
That's true. That's fucked up. I feel bad. Worse for those horses than these U.S. tourists.
Dude, there's
But
like 2 horses a week dying in Santa Anita
that's
Park.
fucking horrible.
because they're shooting them, right?
No, I think
they're breaking
it's
their
the
legs.
ground. Yeah, the
The
ground
soil's
is
fucked
weird.
up. Yeah.
And they're dying?
They refuse to push all the marbles off the track. They're like, this part of
Yeah,
tradition.
they have to slip on this shit.
just comically falling.
Can we just reset the leg? No, shoot him.
Shoot him right in the face. I like to shoot horses. I'm just reading. It says it's not clear whether the deaths of 10 Americans over the past year, and then I was done after that. I'm like, 10 Americans in 1 year, that's not a big fucking deal.
That's really
We kill
fucked
plenty
up.
of Americans.
You don't care at all
in
about
1 year.
Americans.
No. I just care equally.
But
if
Bernie
Americans
Sanders
less.
cares about Americans.
True, he wants to cut the fucking student debt out, and I actually really would appreciate that.
It says
Bernie.
40, it
Bernie,
says
if you could do
45
that-
million Americans.
you
How
could
many
do that,
Americans are
Bernie.
there? Because I just want to make sure I'm in that.
Yeah,
45
I want to make sure
million.
I'm in there with.
So if there's more hanging off, I want to kill them. So,
Is there a way that we can purge out the rest of, like, I could know the other people who have student debts like I do, so I can take care of them?
You just want to make sure you're within that,
Yeah, I'm like,
safe
oh,
space.
that just brought up my,
How dope would that be, bro?
No, that'd be sick, dude. That'd be sick, but it sounds so dope that, like,
It's
probably
not gonna
gonna
happen.
Well, I think it's Greenland, right? The Greenland, they had a crazy debt, right? And then the government came in and prosecuted all the bankers and forgave everybody's debt. This is just a general swipe of this fucking story, right? And who knows what, like, everything's going on. But they forgave almost everyone's debt, right? And they started from ground zero.
Yeah.
And now, at the time when I read about that, they managed to get to number 2 best economy in the world because they were able to fix everything. This fucking huge mess, they just cleaned it up and they said, okay, we're starting over.
When I heard about this, though, I was wondering, how does this benefit those the lenders, though?
Dude, they're making so much money, I don't know. It's not going to benefit them at all.
But they continue.
But
they'll continue to make money as long as you're default on these things,
right?
Because
but see,
they can keep you on the hook.
But what they're doing is, you remember the housing crisis? Mm-hmm. So this is just, from what I hear, another form of the housing crisis, right? So it's like you can't file bankruptcy. You are in debt, and that's it.
Yeah.
There's no way out of it. Mm-hmm. I think it gets passed on to your family if you fucking die. Like, dude,
what if my whole family dies?
I don't know, fucking man.
I don't know the laws, bro.
Yeah, I'm not that savvy with it, but yeah. And so,
is there just some dudes like fuck?
Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Here's the problem, right? So the problem is college is now too expensive, so most Americans can't go.
Really expensive.
The Americans that did go, they're in such huge amounts of debt that they can't put money back into the economy because they're paying the banks, right? Paying the banks. They're not buying homes. They're not investing in anything. So we're essentially
that home market. That's what's going to suffer in the future.
Yeah, but here's the thing too:
You
is
heard it here, folks.
So lack of knowledge. Unless people are savvy enough to go educate themselves, because they're not going to college, and not that college is the end all be all. Like, I don't think you have to go to college, but the motivation has to be there to keep, learning.
If you want job security, you go there.
Yeah. Other thing is that the United States is being eaten and rotting away from the inside out, right? So less people are going to college, less people are being educated. Shit's getting too expensive, so people can't even pay it back. So they can't put money back into the economy to keep it flourishing, right? Because it's just getting sucked into this bank. Yeah. So instead of buying things and moving the economy along, they can't. They can't spend like they should be.
Yeah.
That's why they say if you hoard all your money, even if this wasn't a crisis, if you hoard all your money, you'll still fuck the economy up because money has to be circulating through.
That shit scares me, by the way.
Yeah,
what you're detailing scares me. The idea of not attending college, because I believe we're moving toward a future in a society where extreme knowledge, especially on a technological end, and it's going to be of utmost relevance.
Yeah.
If you don't know anything about coding or computers or how they operate. And I'm not just saying, okay, I know how to operate a computer by sitting down and pressing a couple of buttons. I believe that, 50 years from now, you're going to have to know the inner workings of how these things actually operate. And you think about the service industry, these service industry jobs, they're going to be taken over by AR. They're going to be taken over. Yeah. And if we think about service industry in general, who is it most populated by in terms of who mans these positions? These are all people who, for the most part, haven't attended college or have limited educational pursuits in that in that situation. So it's that scares the shit out of me, because you're gonna have a bunch of people who
relying.
They're not even relying. What the fuck are they gonna do? What are they gonna contribute if their large pool of where they're drawing their money from, which is the service industry, if they don't have that avenue anymore to generate any sort of income, what do these people do? Where do they go? How do they generate income? How do they take care of their offspring?
So there's that thing of where it's like not the strongest, not the smartest, but the ones who know how to evolve will survive.
That's gonna be tough.
It's the way it is, you know.
Because you talk about teaching, they're
Yeah.
not going to be taught how to. I see this. I still see young guys who are doing the same thing and making the same decisions as young dumbass dudes made when I was young.
Right.
So you think about when you were young, you know a lot of guys that you went to school with who didn't give a fuck about school.
Right.
And a lot of those dudes washed out of society largely.
Right.
They either, went to jail or got hooked on drugs or those of you are dead.
Yeah.
So you go, if there are still guys today, especially in urban areas, who are following those same pitfalls, they're following that same path, and they're largely up against a wall, we say like a rock and a hard place, because we come from an era where we'll still be able to, like, look, if we fuck up, we might have 2 or 3 more chances than us. We might be able to go, fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't make it the first time, and then I had to get a shit job.
Yeah.
But then I went back to school, and then now that schooling allows me to get a better job that's allowed me to move forward with my future in a fruitful manner. I don't think these younger dudes right now, like a cat who's 12 years old right now, who's joining a gang or engaging in illegal activity, I don't feel like he has the space to fuck up.
Right. So here's the thing, right? So just because someone's 12 and they join a gang doesn't mean that they're stupid, right?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No, I'm setting this up. It's circumstance, right? It's just where they have abusive family, they have drug, no one's home ever, So I believe that, yes, it will be harder for him to find his way out. But if he's like conscious and intelligent enough, he'll say, there's got to be more, right? It's just like the people, like just natural selection, and like the people that rise to the top and do this, they recognize, they see things, right? And there's people who are like, I don't give a fuck. I'm doing, right? So it's like,
I'm saying if the cost of everything is going up.
No, right, you're right.
How the fuck
do they
crawl
do it?
out?
Yeah. So I believe that exactly will happen, but I also believe there's entrepreneurs out there that have like, I see opportunity to make money, right? Yeah. So like, look,
robbery.
We can have like a form of education with mentors and things like that, and we can groom, right? If we see that these people,
that street education,
right? So we can like groom.
But he said mentors, and you can groom. But is that going to happen in the same environments that it's typically happened in?
Well, I think
more affluent ones.
I think that it's true. I mean, it's possible. It's like, because this place isn't fair. But there's more and more people that are coming from different backgrounds that are recognizing, like, there's talent over here, and it's untapped. It doesn't have to be the person who went to school or did this and that.
Yeah.
It's going to be weird. It's going to be super.
Do?
Who knows, man?
We've had entertainment and athletics,
right?
In terms of like the avenues of large wealth to be made from urban areas. That those have been the 2 primary, forms of employment.
Right.
That are gonna catapult you into fucking stratosphere. Now, when you think about entertainment, we can't do the rap thing anymore because nobody's making money off of music. Yeah. Now, you can use music as a vehicle to do business. Right. But if these people are learning less about business, I mean, maybe you might say they have a natural mind for hustling. Right. But that's only a certain amount of motherfuckers. I mean, it's very small. Right. So even that avenue has been decreased, where you go in the future, there's not going to be a lot of guys who can derive their income in totality from being a rapper. Yeah. They're going to have to do business. Yeah. And to do business, you're going to have to learn how business operates on all levels. Yeah. And I just don't think, I'm scared personally, and I'm speaking from somebody who's grown up in urban areas. Yeah. I just feel like I'm starting to look around and go, this is going to be bad. This is going to really be bad because these people already can't afford proper schooling now. Yeah. And it's getting worse. Yeah. So what's going to happen in the future when not only can they not afford proper schooling, but people who don't have any schooling at all, or they don't have the knowledge, they're just going to be left behind.
Yeah.
Like, altogether just left behind while people move forward.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yes, that's what's going to happen, you know, I think. And,
I love this utopian future we're predicting here.
you know, well, it's just like
Sounds great. I'm glad I had kids.
Well, it's just like talking about.
We probably won't see it. Jupy will. She'll see the precursors.
That's what I'm saying. I'm glad they have to suffer.
Well, you know, but this is comes down
Burning
to the
down to
whole thing
Demolition Man.
of doing away with the middle class, right?
That's what they want.
Yeah, you do away with the middle class. Also, you keep. This is history repeating itself though too. It's like them not being educated, whoever them is. You know, not being educated. You know, not having any money, not having any sort of income, not having resources, not having opportunity, all that.
And make sure they have amazing programming to watch at home.
Right. So distract people, right? And it works on all levels. I mean, like I distract myself. I just recently became conscious of it. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm just distracting myself of what's really happening.
Yeah.
Not to that level, obviously, because that's a major thing. And hopefully some programs and some things will come out with like these people, these entrepreneurs, and they're thinking like, don't worry, I'm opening up something here that you guys can cross over into that will bring you into a fair fight, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
That'll
like,
be amazing.
Yeah. Who knows what it could be? I mean, like it'd be something really cool to look into. But you know, it's like I saw a thing coming, you know, speaking about automation and stuff like that like I think it's China, they're now doing they're testing unmanned cargo like freights, like ships.
Yeah.
So now like the whole crew is pretty much gone.
Yeah, done.
They're already doing it, and the captains will be in a station like a piloting or whatever navigation station where they can kind of like see what's going on with the ship. They said the only downfall is that it's going to take a little bit. It's going to be a little bit slower because it's going to be more eco-friendly.
Yeah.
But there's not going to be anyone on that fucking thing.
But think about the only person from that situation that retains their employment.
Right.
The person
the
who's
captain.
the most learned, right?
Exactly.
Wipe out the
But
lower
then
class.
I was thinking, what's stopping pirates from raiding that shit? And
Probably automated machine guns.
that's what I'm thinking, for sure. Right. And you know, maybe the
Just
captain
fucking chum the water. just fucking obliterates them.
because for sure you have a defense on that thing. You know what I mean?
course.
Especially
Probably
since there's no humans on
torpedoes.
there. Dude, you could do some wild shit when there's no humans on there. You could make the whole deck lethal, right?
Yeah, they kill without feeling.
Dude, fucking McDonald's just put out a report that they're trying to do the same thing. That they basically want to automate everything. From
That's
all of your food preparation to the whatever it is that's going to take your order.
Yeah.
That's really smart.
They just want to automate everything.
Dude, as long as the French fries taste the same, I don't care.
You know what?
No, it's fine.
You know what? No, but you're saying that, but you won't. Once it becomes commonplace, why the fuck would I care?
Shit.
Just give me the fucking fries.
I want to press. I want to be like beep boop boop. That's what I want. Scan my fucking RFID chip. Goodbye.
Yeah, when we.
I don't want to hear those stupid fucking kids.
I don't want a chip, bro.
Like fucking serving me shit. I hate them. How many Steve, you want your RFID?
No,
chip? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Steven wants the RFID chip.
I do not want that shit.
To our future overlord, Steven wants one.
Like, how many Latin families are gonna fucking starve because of that?
Not Latin families. We're hardworking. I can't say that much for the rest of the day.
I'm talking about.
We'll find a way.
When you go to fucking any fast food, especially when you go to McDonald's, who's taking your order?
I'll tell you right now,
lady.
walk around here, walk just around MacArthur Park, and you'll see all the entrepreneurs, and they're all from my countries.
Again, they're hustling socks in the front of the 99-cent store.
Dude, they're making delicious foods.
They're making foods and grocery shopping carts, you know, like, hey.
Elotes.
Yeah. You know.
A robot's not going to fucking come out there and make me El Salvadorian, pupusas.
Yeah,
you say that
pupusas.
Now.
Like, where's the attitude, you know?
Yeah. No, see, that's one thing I want. Like, you know what? Chick-fil-A couldn't do without their employees because their employees make the experience. I've never had a bad experience at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, it's true.
I hate the fact that they're so tied to biblical shit, but whatever. You make a mean chicken.
You know, it's fine.
You know what's on some asshole shit is workers at Chipotle. Ugh.
Oh, yeah?
I don't even like Chipotle. Chipotle is fucking horrible.
They're
by
tough,
the way.
dude.
If you like Chipotle, you don't have taste
Every
buds.
time I go into Chipotle, somebody has an attitude for no apparent reason. Dude, just fucking.
It's because they're like 16 years old. It's because they're like fucking 17-year-olds
Make
making
my
your
fucking
shit.
burrito.
Shut up.
put avocado or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, don't be
up.
fucking stingy. Shut up about it.
You know it's extra. Yeah.
And they're gonna spit in
no.
your fucking burrito like that one girl in the video. Oh yeah, too. Because they don't care about their jobs either. What do you do? Why even employ those people?
When you see somebody spit in somebody else's burrito, do you secretly wish somebody would just come out of frame and just slap the shit out of them?
I wish that all the time because people only act that way because no one smacks them in the face.
What
if she's hot and she spits in your burrito?
I'm like, can you do it again?
I'm gonna eat it.
Nah, fuck that.
Trey?
Nah, fuck that. Spit in my fucking burrito like someone smack the shit out of you. That's gross.
How psycho would you be if like someone spit in your burrito and they give it to you and you just fucking eat that?
You eat it
thing
in front of them.
Yeah. Like now what?
You just bedroom.
Does she spit in it seductively?
No. Is there any
there's
other
two
way?
difference.
Is there any other way?
Is there a difference, Trey?
Yes.
She's finished wrapping the burritos and spitting all over the top of it. You're like, can you stop?
Dude, I went to fucking Chipotle. I went to Chipotle 2 weeks ago and I asked for black beans and she starts piling fucking pinto beans on it. And I was like, oh, no, I want black beans.
Black beans.
And dude,
not the brown ones.
She holds the burrito up to me and she goes, so what, you want me to throw it away? I was like,
do whatever the fuck you want.
I was like,
with
well,
it.
I'm sorry, but I don't want fucking pinto beans.
Yeah.
So she throws that shit away all pissed off like, ugh.
How about you? Check your fucking attitude.
Yeah.
I say things like that now.
What if I spit at her?
I would have been like, dope. Now it's time to fight with this bitch because my friend Trey already just declared war on her. Jump over the counter.
Get it.
There's just you and I swinging on like 6 or 7 employees. Guy gets off the plancha to start fighting with us.
No, Holmes, it don't go down like that. Chipotle,
like
Holmes.
damn. You know it
don't go down like that at Chipotle. Holmes.
They never give those duties to anything but Latin cats.
Yeah.
Go look at anyone grilling at fucking Chipotle. They know the Mexican cat's doing it.
Because you know they get busy.
They get busy on the grill.
Oh, on the
Go
grill.
to Pollo Loco. It's always the little small Latino dudes doing it.
What are you two watching?
Oh,
I have a
Forged in Fire?
I have a recommendation
for the 45th time.
I have a recommendation for Steve.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're probably not gonna. I found it on bootleg, but you're probably not gonna find it that way.
Yeah.
So if you ever see it and it comes across streaming platform, it's called "I Trapped the Devil." It's good.
yeah? All right. I'll check that out.
Dude, it's dope. It's a guy. Some dude is like estranged from his brother, and he just shows up at his brother's pad on Christmas Eve to hang out with him. And his brother's all bugged out. And through the course of the night, his brother lets on to him that, hey, dude, I basically have the devil trapped in my basement.
Oh.
And his brother, and the brother that comes to see him, he goes, oh, shit, well, my brother is fucking crazy now. So
Yeah.
I'll check that out. That sounds dope.
I guess that's what's going on. And
No spoiler alerts, all right?
no, I'm not.
No,
And
no.
through
I haven't seen it, so none for me.
Through the course of it, strange things start to
I
happen
don't even
where
wanna
they
know.
go, "Oh, holy shit!" They go, "Well, maybe something is."
That's why I don't. That's why I enjoy my single-story house because I don't have a basement. There's nothing underneath my house, nothing above my house. There's no attic, no scary shit. I know where everything is in my house.
I
at all
love
times.
sending you guys scary shit.
You'll
I like
really
that
love
shit.
But you know-
especially when it gets out. But what it ends up being,
Oh, you're going to tell us the
you're
end?
gonna love it. No.
Oh, you know,
you'll
so-
love it.
so-
You'll be like, yes, because it's totally something you would write.
Oh, okay.
If you were writing a movie, you'd
Yeah.
be like, that's the perfect way for it to manifest itself.
Dope.
I don't know if it's about ghosts, but there's I think there's a new show on Viceland. It's called Danny's House, and I don't know if the host is Danny Brown, but
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. Yes, Danny Brown.
Joey Coco Diaz is on it, and they're in his it looks like Al Bundy's man cave or something, but all of a sudden a thing falls off the background just for no reason.
Yeah.
And they're looking at each other, and then they're just like, I don't know if it's about scary things, but it was kind of ghostly.
So
like that.
I watch that shit on YouTube, like I said. So there's this one guy, right? And, I'm assuming. Okay, so there's this one guy on there, right? They're remodeling their apartment, and he's in there by himself. He's like, there's weird things happening in my apartment right now, and there's no furniture in there, and there's paint buckets and shit. Fucking a light turns on. He's like, what the holy?
Already, I'd be like, why?
He's like, holy smokes! Why'd that happen? Right? So he's not cussing or anything.
Yeah.
And then the dogs are looking around, they're bugging out.
Yeah.
Then the fucking shop vac starts going back and forth.
No.
He's like,
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
He walks up to it and he goes, look at this thing. Look at this.
I'll get the fuck out of here.
And he stops it, and then fucking all of a sudden, all the fucking cabinets in the kitchen go all at once. They all open up.
What is this on YouTube?
It's a YouTube thing. And I was like, if I was a poltergeist, would I be fucking super annoyed this guy is not even scared?
Oh my God.
Look at these.
He's like,
these are open.
He's like, this is so
This is
crazy.
totally normal.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He's like, this is so crazy. And I was like, dude, anybody else would fucking run, I think. I would be out, dude. As soon as I saw the shot back going back and forth, I'd be gone, dude.
There's like a fucking dark apparition, like an old
Yeah.
lady's like, you seen this? This is crazy.
You ever think about it in real life if that happened? But what would you do after the initial shock of, okay,
Shoot myself in the face.
what the fuck? You have to go back. Your shit's there.
You do. So the fucked
like,
up
fuck, man, I
I'd
don't want to
level
go
the
back to that
house.
shit.
I'd level the house and salt the earth and burn it to its ashes.
Well, the fucked up thing is I've been watching too much of that shit, right? So like people are talking about like, and even in these videos you'll see like the dark figures tray, like they're talking, and I get up in the middle of the night, take a piss, and I'm like, man, why there's a motherfucker standing there, dude? When I get up, I'm like, this. I did it to myself, so I just.
I'm about to say you got a tough mind because if I end the night on that, it'll be a bad night for me.
We're kind of twisted, dude. We're kind of twisted because like Ruth and I will fall asleep.
Nah, I don't want that
watching shit like that.
No.
we fall asleep.
No.
And I was like, hey, there's something wrong with this because we like fall asleep watching.
No,
like,
I don't
the
like that shit.
scariest
I don't want to
shit.
fill my head with that garbage.
Yeah, like the scariest shit, dude.
It,
No, I don't like
it
that.
will pop up in your dreams. Bro.
I don't like that.
dude. So, but
You still dream?
rarely,
I was
dude.
gonna ask you.
Very
Man,
rare.
real
man.
men don't dream.
I very
You still dream, little bitch.
you know, Ruth had a dream the other night that I died. She woke up crying. I was like, that's not cool.
Wow.
I was like, well, what
She woke
happened?
up fucking loud.
No, she was like panicked.
She's like, Derek,
Yeah, she's like, it felt so
are you
real.
alive? Finally,
And I
Derek
was like,
Jeter.
she's like, you were dead.
Your Xbox is
here's
mine.
here's how it was. Here's what she said. She said, I had a dream that you died, and I was trying to figure out how to live my life without you.
And then I
was
found
like,
out.
Oh.
And I found out it was real easy. Yeah. Put your shit out on the curb.
I could just eat
It was
whatever
gone the
I
next
wanted.
day.
It was strangely really easy.
Easy. Well, that's what.
You wouldn't believe the guys that are coming after me now.
Well, that's what Bill Burr said. Bill Burr, when I was listening to this, he's like, you know, like a man and his wife dies, and he's like holding on to her clothing. He's got the pictures up. And he's like, I thoroughly believe that if I died, my wife would have my shit at the Goodwill like the following week. All the photos would be gone to clear everything out because she doesn't want to hold on to that bad juju.
That would be funny, but I know Sarah would be
Fucked up.
She'd be fucked up.
Yeah.
She'd move out of the country for sure.
maybe.
She'd leave.
You
She
don't,
would leave.
you don't think she'd fuck a dude named Rodolfo eventually?
Yeah, she
No,
would.
It would
but-
be a Japanese guy because she'd move to Japan.
Okay. Or
Maybe
Koji?
Yoshi. Yeah.
Oh man,
And I'd be like, dope, because I'm like, that guy's penis is small.
What if it
I feel
was
no threat from the grave. Yeah,
No threat from
What
the
if
grave.
he was the largest Japanese dude ever?
He'd still be
Swinging.
smaller than me.
swing.
All right, y'all, we're at 10:02. You guys got any parting words on today?
Not.
You can tell we're tired as fuck today, y'all. Just so you know, we work hard and we play.
we play hard too.
play hard too. No, like we still come. We find the
Hey man, I love this doing this though. It's like
we
one of
find
my favorite
the
things to do.
moxie,
Yeah.
the will,
Yeah.
the perseverance to come here and provide you with quality, free entertainment,
I think
babe.
I can only give advice as to what I'm going through now. Is just like baby step to your dream. You know, you can't take it all at once, and you know, small, break it up.
Okay. Before we end, I would like to give 3 slow claps. 1 for Bushwick Bill.
Bush, Bill,
2 for Jermaine Jackson.
There we go.
Jermaine Jackson.
And 3 for the spot where my mustache used to not exist.
Oh, it grew back. I
And
just
it grew
noticed that. Holy, I'm gonna give a clap to that one. Trey was walking around like he accidentally shaved a part of his mustache off. That shit was all the way down, and it grew back.
Yeah, I thought
That's
he was,
fucking dope.
I thought he was going for that one
Nice.
actor's look where like you have the split right in the
Yeah, but he
perfect-
fucked up?
Yeah.
No, which I was going for like Big Daddy Kane. And shit.
Yeah, something like that.
But on my lip.
yeah.
Damn, that shit grew. That was weird. It's like a minor, like a temporary case of propecia.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What?
Alopecia.
Alopecia.
Yeah, it's
Propecia
fine.
is the. I'll let it pass.
So, yeah.
Propecia is the hair shit, but
Breaking
alopecia.
news, Trey's mustache is back. Ladies, watch out.
Oh man.
Probably not, but that's cool.
All right, y'all. Have a good week. All right. Love y'all.
Peace.
Peace.